Yo, ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays, everybody. Wow, 8 seconds went by. I wonder what that awkward silence was like for y'all. Anyway, ho, 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 everybody. Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. This is Dave here, and tonight I'm starting off doing something different for the December month or the holiday season. What I'm going to do, so I thought about it, and I got some requests from some people that maybe we should do a month long holiday thing. Um, we don't always really have the time to do that. I mean, sometimes you barely see us together, just because we got lives sometimes, and it's a lot to get on here live and watch a movie all the time, and especially watching a holiday special for every week when there's other movies that we do want to review and have planned to review. So what I thought to myself was, well, why don't I do some Christmas specials that I really enjoyed growing up? And now, since we have the age of streaming with Paramount Plus, HBO Max, Disney Plus, that is way more easier now than ever. So, this month, I'm going to be talking about all of my favorite holiday specials, as many as I can fit into this month. Um, just ones that I grew up on, ones that I really loved, ones that every year I think about them and I'm like, yeah, I have to watch those specials. And I'm gonna sprinkle in the few that I don't really acknowledge that much. I'm like I said, I'm gonna try to get to as many as I can this month. But I wanted to start. This isn't necessarily the one I wanted to start with, but because I just saw this one recently and really realized how much fun and enjoyment I had watching it as a kid and now, I figured, oh well, why not start with this one? So tonight I'm going to be talking about the SpongeBob Christmas special, the original SpongeBob Christmas special, because there's like two of them that are out. The other one was in stop motion. That was really fun. I might get to that this month actually as well. But no, this is the original for us 90s kids who grew up on 90s Nick and the original runs, the early seasons of SpongeBob. This is that Christmas special with the song Christmas Feels, and I'll get into that. But before I go any further, I'm going to remind you guys to go ahead and hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel. Yes, we are here every week doing reviews. Sam just did her review, BrickWall Anime on Super Crooks, which I think is a pretty good show. I've seen a few episodes of it. So make sure you guys go check that out. And we also, our last review was on, what was our last review on? Our last review was on Encanto, the newest Disney film. So make sure you guys also go check that out. Hit the like button if you like those. Comment below. We do these reviews live, definitely. So if you're watching this and we're live, go ahead and comment some of your thoughts down below. Interact with us, chat with us. We always have the live chat open. But even if you're watching this and we're not live, comment down below, start some conversation with us. We love to talk to our viewers and everything. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about this Christmas special here. So I already talked about why I chose it, obviously because I watched it recently and it was something I realized I had fun watching growing up. But thinking about it a little bit more, one of the things I really enjoyed about this special, this was early SpongeBob. So like I think this was in season 2. According to Paramount Plus, this is a season 2 episode. Um, One of the things I liked about this episode growing up was first of all, we didn't really always get a lot of holiday content with SpongeBob. The only one we had so far was Halloween. And I'm a sucker for Christmas. I love Christmas. And this one had a lot of great comedy in it. It opens up with Patchy the Pirate, our favorite live action character in SpongeBob. And it I don't know. It's really like watching it back. There were a few less laughs than I remember. But one of the things that I definitely remember, and I'm actually just going to talk about this first because I want to get to it so bad, is the song. If y'all remember this Christmas special, I know y'all remember the song. This Christmas feels like the very first Christmas to me. Me and my boy, we used to do that part all the time. Mr. Krabs just pops out, starts singing like an opera singer. But the song, I would classify this song as one of the greatest Christmas songs of like all time because it's so funny. It fits into the world of Bikini Bottom. So yeah, like I said, I had to get to talk about the song out the way because I was going to kill myself if I did not kill myself, but I was going to go crazy if I didn't start talking about it immediately. The song it has one of the greatest. I think it's a meme now too. When SpongeBob's like da 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 da. Come on, y'all remember that with the arms? We used to stand in the doorways doing that. Come on, don't act like y'all don't remember that. So that, I mean, the song is, I sing the song, I know the song word for word. I didn't even know I still remembered it. So it's really fun. I watched it with my kids and they enjoyed it. They thought the song was cool. One of my kids was dancing to the song the whole time. So it's a really catchy tune. So outside of the song though, what is the SpongeBob SquarePants Christmas special about? Well, seeing that SpongeBob, Patrick, and the rest of the Bikini Bottom gang are underwater creatures, they've never really heard about Christmas. And Sandy Cheeks is celebrating Christmas. It's Christmas time. You know, she's from the surface, from Texas. And so she's celebrating Christmas. SpongeBob doesn't know what Christmas is, so she tells him everything she knows about Christmas. He goes and he spreads this information to all his friends, Mr. Krabs, Squidward, Patrick, you know, and the rest of Bikini Bottom. And with that, there's a lot of funny gags in this. You know, he tells them, you know, you can ask this guy for anything and he'll give it to you. And so while they're writing out the list, one of the first major jokes, one of the first major, because I started thinking about another Christmas special. I had this really, really, really funny joke that I did not catch until today, but I will, we'll get to that one. But anyway, so one of the first major jokes in here was when Patrick is he's writing his list out, but every time he goes back to him, his piece of paper is ripped, and it cuts to him, and he's writing the list, but he has the pencil sitting up, and he's running the paper over the pencil the whole time and messing up his paper. So the concept that SpongeBob pretty much gets everyone to write letters to Santa, and of course you have Squidward, who doesn't really believe in you know, in Santa Claus or in the whole Christmas thing. He thinks it's a ridiculous thing to celebrate, so he doesn't want anything to do with it. Of course, like I said, SpongeBob gets all of Bikini Bottom on board. They shoot their letters up, messages in a bottle, which I think is a really clever gag. You know, what way to get underwater letters above surface than to put it in the message in the bottle. So they have them go up, and they're anticipating and waiting for Santa. Of course, that's when we get our song. And after the song, honestly, I would normally tune out. But this time I was like, well, let me watch the whole special again just to, you know, kind of just be fair and really see what this is about. So, so what happens, right, in the second half of the episode after we get the song is we get the whole, you know, everyone's waiting for Santa thing, and the town is like, yeah, Santa's gonna come. Santa's coming tonight. Santa's coming tonight. So what ends up happening, of course, we can guess, is that Santa actually doesn't come to town. Everyone's still awake, right? But Santa doesn't come to town, and everyone's like, oh, SpongeBob, you crazy person. No, we don't believe. This was a waste of time. And of course, Squidward the whole time was like, yo, SpongeBob, this is ridiculous. Santa's not coming. This is not real. So it comes into Christmas morning, and SpongeBob's there all alone. No one's there with him, and he gets a little bit sad. You know, we hate to see our favorite sea sponge. I started talking in a New Zealand accent, and I'm so glad that didn't come out heavily. Shout out to everyone in New Zealand. So, so it all kind of dang, I forgot what I was at. Oh yeah, so you know, SpongeBob's upset. He's sad. We hate to see our favorite little sea sponge upset. And obviously, for some reason, apparently, so does Squidward. So what Squidward decides to do, because he feels so bad and so guilty about constantly crushing the Santa dream and seeing how sad SpongeBob is about the Santa thing, he decides to dress up as Santa and give SpongeBob the Christmas he's been waiting for. So, you know, there's a whole lot of jokes about Santa's by, oh, I thought you were fatter, your nose is so big, and, you know, things like that. And then at the end of the episode, it turns out that Santa actually does come to Bikini Bottom, and it's a live action Santa, and it has one of the funnier moments I've seen in a SpongeBob episode, and it's something that's always stuck with me. And I didn't realize how much it stuck with me until I watched the special, and that's when Santa's on the sleigh. He's ho 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 ho, like he just starts laughing hysterically, and I'm just like, oh my god! I remember how hard I laughed at that as a kid, because like, why is Santa laughing so hard? Like, this is insane, and it's a real person, like real life person in a Santa suit, just going crazy laughing. I was like, and I'm just like, what? So I'm seeing that again really, really brought up some memories of how funny that was to me as a kid, and how well it holds up now. So Overall, of course, we get our classic Christmas ending and things like that, like I just said. And I mean, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the SpongeBob Christmas special. So, um, was this one of my favorite Christmas specials as a kid? I know I kind of touched on that a little bit in the beginning, but I would say it definitely was. But in the scale of my list, which I guess at the end of all this, I'll have a complete list of Christmas specials I've done, and I might just rank them in order. But I would say this is for me personally. Even though I say it's a fun special to watch, it's really cool to see SpongeBob celebrating Christmas. Um, the song is very catchy. Seeing Squidward have that holiday spirit and everything, it's a really good special. But I feel like what brings it from, let's say one of my upper tiers down to like a mid tier is two things. Um, One, the fact that they came out with the newer SpongeBob Christmas special, which I'm actually, what? I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that later this month after I get to a couple other ones. But the second SpongeBob Christmas special was so good that it kind of put this one out. And this one was the only Christmas special they had for like years. And so the one thing that knocks it down a peg is that yes, there's the other Christmas special, and also it's just this one is very how can I say? Because of all the other Christmas specials I've watched after this one is not as funny, and really the highlight um of the entire episode is the song. Like without the song, this is just like an average episode. Like yeah, you got the little lines like Santa, Santa. Like yeah, you got moments like that, and you got you got the paper gag with Patrick, and you got a few clever lines in there, but the song in the episode is really what carries the entire thing. And without the song, this episode to me just is not that good, because all of the great funny lines come in the song, some great visuals come in the song. Like I said, again, I can't say this enough. The song is extremely catchy, and I still remember the lyrics to this day. It's a very simple and catchy song. So that's what brings it down for me to like a mid tier. It's just that if you take away the song and you take into the fact that SpongeBob had a much better Christmas special come out just in recent years for us, but years later after the original one, it's like, okay. Like even me watching this one I was like, oh, maybe I want to turn on the other one, because it's nice, and it has catchy songs too, but it's also a memorable special outside of the song. Like I'm sitting here thinking about it now, and I remember a lot of what happened in that special, as opposed to what I remember happening in the original SpongeBob Christmas special. So overall, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's an enjoyable special. If you guys haven't seen it yet and you have access to it, go ahead, check it out on Paramount Plus. They're probably going to be playing it on Nickelodeon sometime. You can probably find it on Nick on Demand as part of their Nick Miss collection. Yes, they do call it Nick Miss. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Me and Sam will be back sooner than you think, with a review of Hawkeye. We're going to do Hawkeye. Yeah, I know you guys have been waiting. The street's been waiting for us to talk about Hawkeye. And we're going to talk about the first 3 episodes before episode 4 drops. We think it's pretty good. So tune in to hear our full thoughts on that. Other than that, I will be back at some point soon in the near future to talk about another one of my favorite Christmas specials. I'm going to go ahead and tell you which one it is. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. One of my top tier Christmas specials. But do I still hold that opinion? We'll talk about that. But like I said, all in all, you guys take care. Have a happy holiday. Stay safe out there. Bundle up. It's getting cold. Stay safe. New variants of virus. And be kind to each other. Peace.